On a snowy day, a man discovered an infant belonging to a wealthy family. He hurriedly took the baby home for his wife to care for, secretly planning to demand a handsome reward when the parents came looking. But 10 years passed, and the boy's real parents never appeared. The foster mother never told the child about his true origins. She raised him with the same care she would give her own son, allowing him to enjoy a happy childhood. Then, the foster father accidentally injured his leg, and the cost of treatment was high. To cover the expense, the foster mother was forced to sell the family's dairy cow, a creature that had been Rémi's closest companion since childhood. Every night, Rémi would sneak out to visit the cow, leaning against its warm body and humming softly. He had no idea that this evening, an old man was watching from a distance. Pete stood quietly behind him, listening for a long while. When Rémi realized someone was there, he bolted for home. Only then did he discover that his injured foster father had already returned. Upon seeing Rémi, the man grew furious and decided to send him to an orphanage. The foster mother refused to let him go. The next day, she told Rémi the truth, showing him the clothes he had worn as a baby, and promised to seek help from the authorities to find his birth parents. That day, Rémi accompanied his foster father into town, but soon realized the man intended to abandon him at the orphanage. He shoved his foster father aside and fled, ducking into a small shop for cover, but was quickly caught. Pete, recognizing Rémi as the boy whose singing had moved him the previous night, offered to buy the child. And so, Rémi was taken away by Pete. As they passed his home, Rémi cried out desperately for his mother, but she could only watch through tear-filled eyes as her husband restrained her. On their first night away, Rémi plotted an escape. He waited until Pete fell asleep and began loosening the rope around his wrists, only to be startled by wolves howling outside, waking Pete. But instead of getting angry, Pete simply warned him about the dangers beyond. Defeated, Rémi lay back down, seething with humiliation at having been sold. In his anger, he tore apart the little shirt he had worn as an infant, as if trying to sever himself from the past that had brought him so much pain. At that moment, Pete's large black dog patted over and gently licked Rémi's face, as though trying to comfort the lost and helpless boy. The next day, Pete explained that he was a street performer. Passing by Rémi's home days earlier, he had been captivated by the boy's beautiful singing voice. He believed that with proper training, Rémi could become an outstanding singer. Under Pete's patient guidance, Rémi improved rapidly, and soon the two were traveling from town to town, performing wherever they went. One day, while busking as usual, 3 policemen approached. They claimed Pete's animals posed a danger to the public. Despite Pete's pleas, they insisted on seizing the black dog and the little monkey. As they reached to take them, Rémi stepped forward to shield the animals, only to be shoved aside. The black dog, enraged, lunged at a policeman and bit his arm, but it could not escape the beating that followed. Pete, unable to bear it any longer, fought back, though he was no match for the officers. In the end, he sacrificed himself to give Rémi and the animals a chance to flee. Rémi's heart was heavy, but he knew that only by surviving could he hope to rescue Pete.